We're back. Welcome to the Happy Fun Time Hour with Johnny and Andrew.
How you doing? I'm losing my mind. We've been experimenting using different podcasting software because we want like cooler clips. And
no, it's for this. We want higher quality for you, the listeners. You fucking assholes.
And it's horrible. It's horrible out there. Let me tell you something. This is not my topic, but could the AI stuff work once before we want to just make it every part of our life? Just all I'm asking, let it work one time. One time when you're on Amazon, or you're trying to deal with customer service or something, and the thing actually can answer your question. Just once. Let it work once. And then we can just turn over our entire society to it. Is that too much to ask?
We're doing it the other way. We're doing it the other way. We're going to just have it blanket, cover all aspects of our life, and then we'll troubleshoot it piecemeal.
Because I'm telling you, they've loaded up every website now with this AI. Everything. These podcasting sites are the worst. It's probably because all these podcasting nerds love it. But nothing works. It doesn't work. And then it's like impossible to... I would just like to do a very simple thing. And they make it extremely complicated. Like we'll edit the clips for you. This is the promise of these podcasting sites, including the one we're on. We'll edit the clips for you. And then there's these stupid computer like pulling out 3 minutes of our podcast that it thinks is funny. Like, what are we talking about? You insane? Just let me choose. Drives me crazy.
Well,
I'm old, man. I don't know when it happened, but I turned old. I'm officially old.
we're turning into those people. We're getting that age. Even though aren't you like 6 years younger than me?
Yeah, I'm 40 years old. And I hate and I'm willing to say I hate AI. I absolutely hate it. So far, not good. Maybe it'll get there. Maybe it'll be great. Maybe it'll be very useful in the future. Right now, it's very annoying. I want to put that out there.
As soon as it's useful, it'll turn on us.
Well, that's true too. Yeah, then it'll take over. But let's what's going on? How you doing?
Well, I'll turn the mood around. So
Okay,
the Beaner's
good.
got a puppy, a little puppy.
Oh, another one.
What do you mean another one?
Well, didn't you have a dog and you got rid of it?
Yeah, but he's not a puppy anymore. So we got Greg as a puppy. I already told the kids this is the last puppy we'll ever get. We're not getting a puppy again. So soak it in there at the perfect puppy age.
No, not Greg. There was one in between. There was a pit bull.
The pit bull. That was not a. Oh, I guess that was pretty young. Yeah, he was young, but he was huge. Yeah, you're right. I forget he was a puppy because he was like bigger than Phoebe.
But you've got a puppy you're gonna keep.
Yeah, this one we're keeping.
This one's a keeper.
Because it's like the size, it's the size of my hand. I mean, this thing is.
Oh, that
small.
is adorable.
It's cute it's cute. We got to deal with the potty training thing though. I mean, this is an 8-month-old. We have no idea what breed it is. Aaron thinks it's got some sort of Chihuahua in it, but I don't know. It doesn't look like a Chihuahua to me. It just looks like a dog. Like if you told someone to draw a dog, a brown dog, this is what it would be.
What is the again though? It's amazing to me that you invite this difficulty into your life to have 2 dogs, 3 kids. But good for you.
Craig's, they're not hitting it off too well. I mean, it's fine. They will, but we're just keeping them separated because this dog's like 8 weeks old. So we're, potty training it, keeping it in a little perimeter area. It's got a crate. And then Greg just goes and sits on his windowsill seat all day and just is like, yeah, I don't do fucking puppies.
Our dog Trudy hated my mother-in-law got a puppy, a pug, and it's crazy. Kevin, crazy Kevin. Best. Well, but it's a psycho, and it's got like unlimited energy. It's just like the opposite of Trudy in every way. Just wants to play, fight, all this stuff, and she's just no interest in it. And you figure like, oh, after a while they'll figure each other out and get along. No,
Yeah.
they hate each other more than ever.
Well, they don't live together,
it's
right?
one-sided. It's one-sided. Kevin isn't even aware of Trudy's feelings. He's just like a psycho, wants to play, and Trudy just hates him. And so that's
Kevin's kind of stupid.
Yeah. He doesn't pick up on social cues.
You know what? Good for ignorance is bliss, you know?
And you need that. You need that, especially in our business. You need to just kinda like keep running into brick walls and go and not feel rejection ever. Right. It would be good to have. I need a little bit of Kevin's energy, honestly.
Kevin should be a comedian.
Yeah. Kevin should be a comedian. Clip that, Riverside AI.
You fucking piece of shit AI.
You stupid ass fucking computer. Clip it. Clip it right now.
Yeah, do what we say. Oh my God.
But yeah, but you got a new puppy. That's very fun. That's very sweet. Kids are probably excited. You should though joke with them and go, hey, because I know they were sad last time. We go, hey, we had to take, what's the new dog's name?
Ruthie.
We had to take Ruthie back and just like let him melt down. Go, I'm just messing with
you. But Papa, you can see how we would take you seriously because you did that last time.
What kind of monster would just take your puppy away in the middle of it? Oh, you're right. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, we did that.
We did that.
Yeah.
Ruthie, that's like your joke.
I know. That's why I signed off on it. Edie was like, or Aaron was like, all right, I got the perfect name for it. This is before the kids even knew we were getting it. Aaron had met the puppy. It was like, my grandma's cousin was this short lady with glasses. Her name was Ruth. We'll call her Ruthie because this dog looks like Ruthie. And I was just like, how fucking ugly was this old lady? She looks like a dog. Whatever. Right. But then I just thought selfishly, yeah, it's like my bit, Ruthie.
Yeah. Yeah. What a way to honor someone's legacy.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we should name this pile of shit back here after your great aunt Cheryl, because it kind of reminds me
to commemorate. Yeah.
So that's fun. And you're doing the pot. Do you put the pee pads down? Or how do you potty train a dog?
We got the pee pads. I don't know. I'm taking them out, taking her out. It's a little girl. Every 2 hours, I mean, she just pees constantly, so she's just peeing all over her. So taking her out, she's on the pee pads in her little perimeter, and then just giving her a treat when she goes pee outside. She's like, "Oh, good job, you're going potty," and give her a treat and all that shit.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, our yard, it has finally thawed from the winter, and we have not picked up any of Greg's shit in the last, I don't know, 6 months. You can't step anywhere. I mean, it is disgusting.
What do you do with that?
The kids a PlayStation game for just tell them, all right, you guys go clean all the shit, and I'll buy you
pick it up.
Something huge. Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting because like Trudy's very small, and I know like I pick up her shit when I see it in the backyard, like because we don't have snow on the ground, But like Heidi's like when it's cold out in the winter and stuff, she's like, I don't follow her out there and pick it up,
Yeah.
But eventually it does just kind of like go away. Like I don't see it, like they kind of like disintegrate or something. Because there should be. My point is there should be more shit in our backyard than there is, and so it's odd to me. I don't know what's happening.
Maybe it's a diet thing because
she's
all of Greg's shits are out there.
He's but what he's eaten is not.
I don't know if I don't know if his diet is just like good for maintaining shit and it not disintegrating. The
It's like
backyard is a
it's
fucking
on
mine.
the dog food box. Like, hey, if you're tired of your dog shit going away, feed your
It won't.
puppy chow.
Yeah.
It will never
With
go away.
these new forever shit pellets, that shit ain't going anywhere. Ugh.
Yeah. What
What's
else?
the worst is we have a garbage can, like one of those little, I don't know how big, the little kitchen garbage cans, and we just
Yeah.
keep it in the backyard and just occasionally put poop in it. And it's like, I mean, it's heavy it's so heavy, and it's
Wait.
100% shit.
Do you put it in bags first?
Yeah, there's a bag in
Okay.
there, but I mean,
No,
I
there's
can't
a
get the
bag in
bag
there,
out.
or is it bagged up individual shits, like plastic bags?
No, it's
It's just a loose.
shit.
It's
It's
just
a
a loose
big
giant.
pile of shit.
Oh my
We
god!
don't pick up the dog's shit with a bag in our backyard. We have one of those things you go around that kind of picks it up, you know,
Right? Yeah,
pincher
yeah, yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
And so we just pick it up, put it in, we go around with the garbage can, but the garbage can has gotten so heavy that can't even move it. It's fucking gross.
Yeah, that's
And
like
so
that's like
it's
having.
filled up.
I feel like that's
What?
having like a nuclear weapon. You have this thing that you could destroy someone's life with.
Yeah.
You know that no one no one should have that amount of dog poop at their disposal. Like
See,
you could
that's a
really,
good point.
it's like such a bomb. It's worse than having a gun in the home.
How good does this feel though? Like, yeah, you're thinking of it like a bomb, like, oh, it could go off on its own. I'm thinking of it like a weapon. Like, let's say I see
Well,
someone.
no, that's what I mean. It's a weapon of
who
mass
does-
destruction. You're like a country that
Yeah.
has enriched uranium, and now you're a wild card out there. It's like, well, now we have to take you seriously.
Yeah. If your dog shits in my yard and you don't pick it up,
Oh
and
my
I
god!
know where you live or I follow you, guess what guess what your porch will be covered in, to the point where you can't even see your porch.
Oh,
I would have I would jerk off to the thought of catching people
could you
when I lived in
imagine?
LA, because people would do that all the time in LA. The nerve of people not picking up their shit. And I was just like, I just want to catch them and just chase them and just splash them with a big old garbage can of shit and be like, no, that's all your dogs. It's cool. That's all your dogs. Don't worry
Right.
about it.
I'm just giving this back to you.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I mean that you do, but you have it. See, that's the problem, is using it justly.
Yeah.
You know, because now you have to catch the person and follow them home. That's a lot of work, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I would do it, but we're in a cul-de-sac, so that doesn't happen here. No one walks there. We don't even have a sidewalk because we're in a cul-de-sac.
Oh,
So nobody shits in our yard except for our dogs.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you do anything else that pisses us off, you know,
Right.
I have a
park
bomb.
a little bit too close to my house. Car. Next thing you know, car's covered in dog shit. There must be something you can do with this.
I know. I never thought of it like this, but that's a good point.
What do you, I mean, but you can't you got to get rid of it at some point. Like in the summertime, you can't have it out there, right?
No, yeah, it gets like, yeah, I mean, we've had like garbage cans full like this. It just goes through the seasons. So it like ferments and it like mutates. And
Sure.
then, and then getting it like into the garbage can that they pick up, the one that the garbage truck comes.
That's a nice
it's
day
just
for
like,
those garbage men. Those hardworking garbage men. Just leave that out on the curb. That's great. I'm sure they love that.
Oh, it's awful. It's awful. So that's
But
what I'm going to
you're
pay the kids.
past the point. What do you do now? I mean, how do you get rid of something like that?
I mean, I do have to put it in there. I do. That's what I have to do.
You have to put it in the garbage can. Yeah. You've got to get one respectable bag of garbage below and one respectable bag of garbage above, and hide it in the middle
It's
and
like
hope.
a bad joke in your
God.
set.
Yeah.
Gotta sandwich it.
Yeah. You need an opener bag of garbage and a closer bag of garbage. And then you can put that big pile of shit in the middle of your act.
Exactly.
Been there.
There.
God, I've been there.
Amen. Yeah. Did you where did you perform?
Oh, I was just thinking about that. I was at a casino in outside of Sacramento. It was a good show. It was a very fun show. It was a little weird. There's a guy who would like laugh. You ever get crowd members like this where like he's like obvious. I don't know if he's like borderline disabled or just really drunk. It's hard to tell the difference. But he was nice and he was sitting up front, but he would laugh at like things that weren't jokes. So like he would laugh at like the setups and stuff. So at first it's funny and you call it out, you make fun of it or whatever. But then he just keeps doing it, and like the timing of it is like now I'm like annoyed, you know, and then you call attention to it again and he gets his little attention again, and then after a while I just like, can you just stop that please and laugh at the times I want people to laugh.
Yeah.
But then I was just gonna say, not naming names or whatever, and he was a very nice guy, but there's this guy hosted, and this might be my biggest comedy pet peeve.
Oh, exciting.
Currently, when a comic intentionally does like a really old reference, it's almost always Abraham Lincoln getting shot in the head. It's almost always this. So somehow that's the punchline or the reference. And the crowd will groan because guess what? People like Abraham Lincoln. They think of him fondly. They're like, he was our greatest president, whatever. He's on the penny. And then they'll do, oh, I'm sorry, too soon? But it's built into the act because they always get the groan. And then they always too soon it. Like something that's obviously very old that we should have time.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. That really bothers me. So
you need to start doing is you need
if you're
to start
listening
yelling
to this
from the crowd, beat him to the punch.
No, it's not too soon. It's just not funny. Or just yes. And the next time a comic says too soon, I'm just going, yeah, it is. It's too soon.
It is too soon.
I need more time to process Abraham Lincoln's death before I can laugh about it.
Too soon. Deal with it.
Deal with it.
I told you about that time. Yeah, we went over it when I tried to do that audience plant, and I had them like respond like, it's not funny, or no, it's not too soon. It's just not funny. What stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah. Or like that's the other one. It's like, oh, I didn't know it was the Abraham Lincoln Lovers Convention here tonight. I would have done, or whatever. I've used that, but my problem is not using a line like too soon. If you want to say too soon, I mean I hate it, but whatever. It's when you build it in, when you know every show you're gonna get the reaction you're getting, just then so that you can do your little savor. It's like a savor is a savor for a reason. When you need to be saved. You don't plan on using your savor. You don't go on a cruise to use the lifeboats. You're not like, oh yeah, and then we'll use the lifeboats. Like, no, the lifeboats are for an emergency.
Right. I tell you about that one when I did it was the open mic, and someone did some comic, this is some new comic, and he did some intentionally, like he's trying to be super edgy, and he was like talking about like Jesus raping Mary Magdalene or something.
Yeah.
So of course he gets groaned. He's like, oh geez, I guess you guys have never read the Bible. I was like, yeah, well, we're not. This isn't a lack of knowledge, buddy. We know the characters you're talking about.
Right. And guess what, man? You know what? You're right. I've never read the Bible. I've never sat down and read it like page 1 to page 50,000 or whatever it is. Like,
Yeah.
I've heard the stories, but yeah, I've heard them told to me, curated, where they probably kept out maybe a few of the things. But like, yeah, I haven't read the Bible. Oh, I guess you guys haven't read the Bible. Oh, I guess you guys aren't aware. I guess you aren't aware of the worst things in human history. Oh, okay. Sorry, didn't know you all. Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess you came here to have a good time tonight. I didn't understand. Oh, I guess you just wanted to laugh at the comedy show. Yeah.
You guys just wanted clever comedy and not edgy horseshit. Excuse me.
You don't want to be explained the most unpleasant parts of the Bible. Oh, okay. So sue me. I'm just confused what this guy thinks this is.
Why would we sue him?
Why would I sue this guy? I don't care.
I just want my money back.
Okay, where were you? You told me actually.
Oh yeah, so I was in Marinette. So Friday, in the middle of the afternoon, I was like, I don't feel great. Oh my god, diarrhea, bad. And I was in the tub. Like when I get sick, I'm like, all I want to do is get in the bath. So I'm in the bath, and I'm just like, every 20 minutes, I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? I have to cross the Antarctic to get to my toilet and fucking blast hot diarrhea. And so I would just hold it, for like a half an hour. It's like, I'm not getting out. And I'm just like, I'm holding poison inside my ass. I gotta get out. So it was torture. It was just like 2.5 hours of just going diarrhea, getting back in the tub, going diarrhea. And then at some point, I just was like, oh God,
this is too gross. More. Stop.
What?
You would get back in the tub in the same water?
I would clean my ass. I have a bidet on the toilet right across. So I'm not like just in my diarrhea water.
It's just like a tinge. The color's a little off.
It's not quite clear anymore. But then I'm like, oh, I vomit so hard. I don't know if the last time you've thrown up is.
I told you. It was not that long. It was Christmas or New Year's.
Oh, that's
New Year's Eve.
Were you like, God, just take me. Just kill me.
Yeah.
Because this is so uncomfortable.
Oh, I bet you we had the same thing. I bet you it was that norovirus. Because it was the sickest I've ever been. And I had the thought, I was like, I might be dying. This must be what it feels like to die.
And how long were you sick for?
A strong 48 hours, and then kind of touchy for like another day after that.
So I got it. It started like Friday morning. I was like, whatever, I'm fine. Friday afternoon, I was like, I don't feel right. And then I was in the throes of it. By 11 midnight, I was like, okay, good. We're back to just, horrendous diarrhea. No more. Right. I had like 3 puking bouts. And then, Saturday morning, just a little spot of diarrhea here and there. Took Duncan to his game, and then I was like, I feel fine. I feel healthy. But I feel beat up just because of the last, 12 hours. And then I did my show in Marinette, 3 hours north, drove back. No, actually, I stayed over. I was like, I'm exhausted. I'm drained. I'm going to sleep over.
Did my show. High five. Made out with some buddies.
Yeah. Invented a handshake where you like put your fingers in the mouth of the guy ahead of you and you both go, huh? So me and the comics, we had some and then I stayed overnight and I got up at 5:30 in the morning, drove home because I had to get the puppy or whatever on Sunday. But
and you're fine.
Oh my God. And I was fine. Yeah, the show was fine. It was fine.
What about the rest of the family? Did anybody else get it, or was it just you?
Well, the only person that has not gotten it at all is Aaron. But the 3 kids had gotten it like a week and a half ago. So we were like, oh, yeah, we made it.
If it is what I think it is, they say that it like lives on surfaces, so it's really hard to not share amongst your family. Because even if you like don't breathe on somebody or quarantine, if you touch a light switch or you're kind of fucked. So
You're gonna get it. Well,
you're
I
gonna
got it.
get it. Yeah, that is the worst. That, like I said, like I told you when I had it last time, I think I told you I'd rather have COVID 100 times than have that once. And then you were like, well, some people had COVID pretty bad, And now look at you.
That's true. That's true. That's my fault.
It's your fault.
What do you think? What are your thoughts on diarrhea? You said you get you always have diarrhea like every day. I think that was your comment.
Yeah. I mean,
so never mind. I guess.
I mean, there's varying degrees, I suppose, but it isn't something where I'm like, if it's just that, I'm like, oh, I'm ill.
Yeah, this was like body ache and fever. Yeah.
Yeah, it needs to be like other things going on.
It wasn't like thick, It was like, well, you haven't had a colonoscopy.
I had it. I know it.
No, I know, but like you turn on a spigot and it's just like,
yeah,
off.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Diarrhea. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Well, no, there is a difference between like you went to Wendy's and then that.
And I had real loose stools.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was listening to this. This is, we might as well just lean in, I guess. You've taken us down this disgusting road. But I was listening to, I think it was like Jason Bateman. He was talking about the he's on the Smartless podcast.
Yeah.
And he was saying how like he showers after he takes a shit. And they're well, wait, you shower after every shit? And he goes, well, no, I just, in the morning, I shower after, like, but what if you shit in the afternoon or something? He goes, why would I ever? So his body and his diet is so good that he just is regular every morning. I'm like, wow, that's incredible.
Good for him. Good for him.
Good for him. I wish I was. I mean, if you could have that set to a watch like that, make your life a lot easier.
I shit probably 5 times a day.
That's not healthy. I know that.
Wait a minute. Wait, is this the Cavalry? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought we were backing each other.
I'm not supposed to judge. I mean, you need to be backed up a little bit. I know I'm not supposed to judge. It just came out as you were saying that. 5 times a day was shocking to me, and then I said what I said. But no,
not like, every day. Not every. Let me back up. Not every day.
Okay.
Okay.
But sometimes I could go twice a day sometimes if I'm not eating,
That's it?
That's
You okay?
That's a great dude. That's a great dude is the guy who's giving you attitude about how little you poop. What? 2 poops a day? Okay. All right. Real alpha over here. Excuse me, I gotta go take number 5. You might want to stay out of the bathroom, everybody. You just start strutting to the toilet. Everybody's like, wow, number 5. God, Johnny.
Man, he must be a demon in this sack.
He must get all the girls.
Wow, he must have to shit mid-sex. Whoa.
Hang on, lady. I gotta go take care of something.
Yeah. What is it? Number 7. I'll be right back.
The reason you're with me right now?
The rumors are true. I'll be right back.
I only take 7 shits a day. Oh, what?
Nobody does that.
No one could be that good. Just like little girls playing little games.
Clip that bit.
Clip it, AI.
But
What was that little game? Girls on the playground used to play with the paper. It was like origami, and they'd pull things apart. Like, oh, your husband's gonna be rich, or
yeah.
your husband's gonna be tall. It's like, ooh, mine's gonna take 7 shits a day. No fair.
But you always get that.
I just got the rich one.
You always get the mega shitter.
Yeah, that's a great AI clip. AI, if you're listening, go ahead and clip that out, post it on all socials. Let's have that one go viral. Good job, AI.
And we'll see you at the Oscars.
Yeah. Okay, let's get to topics because unless you have anything else about your horrendous body.
Let me see. Diarrhea, throw up. Okay, cover.
Oh, I have something that can't be a topic. And AI, don't clip this because I don't really believe it. But I had this thought, like a fleeting thought. So I was watching the Grammys with Heidi.
Oh,
you know what? This is my topic. But I'm going to do it in a respectful way.
Okay.
Okay. I was watching the Grammys with Heidi, and it's in LA, so they're doing a lot of firefighter talk. You know, it's like, thank you to the firefighters, and they're showing all the raising money for the victims of the wildfires. And then the firefighters actually were presenting the last award. They got 2 firefighters to present the album of the year. And then every winner was thanking the firefighters. And I was like, okay, firefighters are great. It's an honorable profession. And, you know, you have to be very brave to be a firefighter.
Yeah.
But also, there was a fire, a big fire in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And then the firefighters got called to put it out.
I think I know where this is going.
That's not really like above and beyond behavior, right? Is that they're firefighters?
So that's their job.
That's what they're supposed to do. So I get, like, you know, a little bit of thanks because it was a bigger fire, but like no firefighters died fighting the fire. So I don't understand this like huge, and I think I know why. I think I know why we're doing the firefighter thing, because it's the politically correct group that's left for you to thank with no blowback from any community. So, like, let's say
what do you mean? Like, what's an example of the wrong? Oh, cops.
So, like, let's say there was a shooting and a bunch of hero cops stopped the shooter. Well, you wouldn't see a bunch of celebrities getting up there going, "Thank you to the police. The police are our heroes. We love the police." Because that's a little tricky, you know, because there's people who don't like the police, and the police have shot people who didn't deserve to be shot, you know. And then there's the military. Usually it's okay in most circles to thank the military, but, you know, sometimes people can be anti-military, whatever. So firefighters, no one likes a fire. Everyone's like, oh, you put out a fire. There's nothing controversial about that. So it's like
there's also. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm just saying, like, everyone like freaking can't wait to jizz all over themselves when there's a chance to thank firefighters because like, oh, finally, just a black and white, open and shut case of a big thank you, and no one can give me shit about it.
Well, who knows, you know, because they used to be able to say, oh, the cops, let's take the cops. But now there's bad cops. Right. How long until there's bad firefighters?
Oh, see, I like it. Yeah. But what would they do? Like, would they just like
carry children into burning buildings?
Starting fires.
Not all firefighters do this. There's a couple bad apples that take
every once in a while
into fires instead of out.
Every once in a while they get to the fire and they bring Lysol and they just try to blow it up a little bit more, and they just like seeing things on fire.
They got into it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, they got into it. You're supposed to get into firefighting because you hate fire, because you just can't wait. You see a fire, like when you were a kid, there was a campfire, you just threw water on it right away. You're like, fuck this fire. It sucks. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
That's why you get into firefighting. But some, they secretly love fire. It's like Backdraft.
Yeah.
Isn't that the plot of Backdraft? Did you ever see Backdraft?
Firefighters? I don't remember it though.
I think that's the plot, is that like Donald Sutherland is there's a arsonist. And he's like a
firefighter?
And he's a former firefighter, and he actually loves fire.
Oh,
I think it's beautiful.
What a great idea for a movie.
Yeah.
I guess it is.
Anyway, so I'm going to go with firefighters should get credit for putting out fires, but also like it seems like it's kind of what they're supposed to do. That's like the job.
Yeah, but it would be weird if they were like, hey, big round of applause for the firefighters, because you shouldn't be. You're saying, why are we applauding them for doing their job? We should be applauding them for going into that line of work, because it's brave to go into that line of work and become a firefighter knowing you will be facing fires. But at each individual time you do it, it's like, well, that's what you are. That's what you do.
Yeah.
But it would just seem random to be like, hey, shout out to all the firefighters that, they're waiting for the call, like when there's no fires. They're really.
Bet, though, like, it is like firefighters are very brave. It is a brave line of work. But like, you thought about being a firefighter when you were thinking about it. Were you really thinking like, I'm going to have to run into a burning building? You're thinking like, chances are I'll just, kind of run around.
Holding the walkie-talkie in the parking lot and someone else will run in,
like,
or what do you mean?
Showing up at an apartment building because some kid pulled the lever.
Yeah, I bet there's a lot of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I knew this was a bad topic. There's
no
way.
Great topic. I'll back you up. What is the angle again? Boo firefighters.
Firefighters are getting a little too much right now.
Bold stance. Bold stance and bold timing for that.
I mean, it was every single speech. The firefighters,
Well, I didn't see the Grammys.
They put out the fire. They put out the fire.
Yeah.
That's great.
That would have been great to see like one presenter just be like, hey, enough with the firefighters, everyone. Can we... I think we get it.
Well,
we don't want to give them a big head here.
Yeah, exactly. Like, how about a raise? How about that? Like, forget just thanking them over and over. How about you pay them more? Or hire
pay them
more?
at all. Who knows? A lot of them are probably volunteers.
Well, I know. Yeah, good point. Yeah, here we are thanking the paid firefighters. What about the volunteer fire departments?
Yeah.
They deserve thanks. That's the ultimate hero. And that's the group you wouldn't join.
Yeah, that's the one where it's like, there's a fire. Be like, oh, what are you going to do? Fire me? No, I'm not. The city's on fire. I'm going to, my kid has a basketball game. Sorry.
You already gave me the big hat, and now I'm not going. No fire.
Big hat's in my garage. Yeah.
Okay, but all right, if that topic is too controversial, my mini topic that comes out of that is that of all the awards shows, and I would have never watched the Grammys if it weren't for Heidi.
Yeah. Yeah.
But of all the awards shows, the Grammys are the best one because everybody performs. So everybody sings or dances and does a number, whether you win or not. If you go to the Oscars and it's like your favorite actor doesn't win, you don't hear from them. So whenever I watch an awards show, the only person I'm rooting for is whoever I think is going to be funny when they give a speech. So I want whatever, whatever actor I've heard of to win.
Yeah.
And then like Harrison Ford or something, I want him to win because like, well, I know he'll get up there and he'll make a funny speech or something. Like that'll be great. That'll be entertaining. And it never works out. It's always some person you ever
Harrison
heard of.
Ford, does he give funny speeches?
Yeah, he can be funny. You never think Harrison Ford's funny?
He's funny when he's on Conan, but has he ever been funny? What has
I
he
think
won?
he
Has he
would be
won anything?
funny. Yes, I do think that.
Okay. Isn't he like
Point is,
notorious? I'm backing you up. Yes, Harrison Ford's. Isn't he notorious for like being high out of his mind at stuff like that?
yeah, that's funny.
That's great.
But the point is that those shows have very little performance, you know.
Yeah.
And then maybe the host is funny for the first 10 or 15 minutes. The host will do like but the Grammys is just nonstop. Here's so and so singing. Here's so and so. You know, it's just like
What was the
whole
performance
show.
of the night to you?
Yeah, it's like one big concert. It's great.
What was your favorite part? I didn't see it. I didn't even know it happened until the next day.
They did a tribute to Quincy Jones, and then they had the big band, and then they had all these different singers sing Quincy Jones songs. It was great. The Cynthia Erivo or something. I don't know. And I don't know who anybody is. That's another thing I
That's what I
learned.
was going to say.
I know Beyonce and Taylor Swift. If they didn't win, I was like, I don't know who any of these people are.
If they didn't win, it's rigged. Is that what you're?
No,
they
no,
didn't.
no,
Or no,
they did
Beyonce
win.
won, but Taylor
Beyonce did
win.
win.
Right?
She did win, but I'm just saying, like, you just again with the old thing, like, yeah, man. I didn't know much about music anyway, but then they start just saying names. You're like, sure. I don't know.
Did Counting Crows win anything?
No. Nope.
No. Oh.
Chris Martin. I'd heard of Chris Martin. You know what they had him doing? Singing during the In Memoriam. So I was like, oh,
okay.
that's what he's relegated to now.
He's the Coldplay guy, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
All right. What do you need backup on?
All right. My topic. This is my topic. Oh, all right. I want to revisit something. I know we've talked about this, but I'm passionate enough about this, and it's in the Times right now that the president, maybe this was even an old topic of yours. You should not elect someone president that wants to be president. We should be drafting.
Yes.
Can we talk about that? You should draft.
I don't remember talking about this, but I love it.
Because people that want to be president and people that are in that world there's no way that they can be
the ambition to
in
be
it
president,
for the people.
Yes, the ambition to be president is like a red flag. Totally.
Exactly.
of morality.
Yeah.
Like it's like, what's wrong with you? There's something wrong with you if you want to be president of the United States. There's no question about it. Your brain, there's some evil in it. There's something wrong. So I like your idea where it's just a rotating position, and it shouldn't be looked at as something that's fun. You should like hate it. It should be like jury duty. Like you get drafted to be president, you're like, God damn it, I got to be president. How long?
Yeah, but there has to be motivation, some sort of motivation to do a good job of it. You can't just be like, I'll fucking jerk off through this.
Well, it's just because if you don't do a good job, it's like humiliating to you and your family's legacy. So you have to do a good job because they're like, oh, you don't want to be known as the guy who's horrible at it, you know?
I mean, clearly that's not a strong enough deterrent.
Well, then what is the motivation? What is the motivation to do a good? What is the motivation to do a good job?
Like, if you do a good job, you get free gas for life. I don't know. It has to have some sort of incentive. Something where it's like, whoa, I guess not free gas, but like, $1 billion or something.
Or this. How about this? That's not gonna work.
What?
What about you get drafted to be president, and the better job you do, the sooner you get to quit.
Oh, that's good.
So like if you suck at it, we just make you keep doing it. Until
Yeah.
you start to... No, that's not right. As that was
There I
coming out of my
go.
mouth, I was like, that doesn't sound like a good country either.
Yeah.
So the worse you're at it, the longer you do it for. If you're really good at it, then we're like, okay, you can quit now.
Yeah, next. That's not gonna
No,
work.
that's a bad idea.
Yeah. But we have to keep the democracy and the voting. So it's like a draft of like, okay, these 8 people, these are the 8 people. It's like, oh shit, I'm on, I'm in the
I
I'm
know.
in the what?
This is it. We don't vote for president. You vote for all the same people you vote for now. Representative, senator, state reps, all that.
Yeah.
The president is drafted amongst... It's like a parliamentary system. Parliament. And then
So those people that we vote for elect the president.
they pick or it's drafted amongst that group of people.
Yeah, but isn't that kind of how it is now? Like, except backwards, because whoever
Yeah.
you pick just kind of picks all that shit.
Well, like in England, it's just like the leader of the party with the most the most seats.
Yeah.
They become prime minister. They're not really voted on by the... So no. I kind of like it just being a random guy.
Yeah, it's got to be a Joe Schmo or a Sally
Yeah.
Bally.
A Sally Bally.
Yeah, Sally Bally.
Never heard that phrase, Sally Bally.
Yeah, it's like Joe Schmo.
Like Joe Schmo. I like it. I'm backing you up. We'll figure it out. Just drafting someone who doesn't really want to be president. What if it's someone? It's got to be someone who has like some sort of experience, like in the professional world, right?
Like
What if you drafted like a drug addict or something?
Well, we wouldn't do that. I mean, why would we do that? It's people that like. No one's going to tank their life to avoid this draft of being president, but it's like, oh, here's a person.
But when you say draft, do you mean randomly pull somebody out of like from Social Security numbers or?
Yeah, but then there's
there's a vetting
of like 30, and then you vet out the drug heads, and then you take the top 10. And then, their campaign may be like, hey, I fucking suck. Come on, please don't vote for me,
Right.
But it's like, hey, it's not up to you. It's up to the people.
What if it's like Survivor? Okay, so we get 10. Then we do a quick reality show like Survivor. And then like the last one standing is president.
What's scary is that I could see in 30 years that not being too far off from what our system becomes.
Might be better. Might be better than what we have now. Look who's president now.
I know.
I mean, how could it be worse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should do Love is Blind with president. How would that work?
So we all don't get to see the person running
until inauguration,
based on their voice and policy. Yeah. That would be great. That is how it should work. Because you don't want to be picking the president on looks.
Yeah. And they should have voice disguisers because, then people are like, I don't want a woman president. Well, that's not a factor. Right. You don't get to know if it's a man or woman.
You have to pick just based on their proposals and what they say.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We fixed it.
You're welcome, America.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. Where are you going to be, Johnny? Assuming we get this podcast.
Goonies, but by the time this airs, that'll be done. I'm in Fargo, North Dakota. For a private show, so never mind. Wapaka on the 21st. Wapaka, Wisconsin. on February, whatever I said, 21st.
Okay.
How about you?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'll be in Coos Bay, Oregon, at the Egyptian Theater Friday, February 28th, and then Bend, Oregon, on March 21st. That's a ways out, but Friday, March 21st, Bend, Oregon, and then I'm recording my album, my newest album, at Kickstand Comedy, March 20th and 29th, right here. Beautiful Portland, Oregon. So,
What's the venue?
Kickstand Comedy.
Okay.
So, that's it. Thank you, everybody, for listening to
The Cavalry.